Welcome again to the Hermitage as we celebrate the third week of Lent. I decided today to spend my time on that first reading, which is all about the Ten Commandments. And the reason being that, these commandments and the thought process behind them has really been the moral bedrock of the Western world, for these millennia. However, the Old Testament was updated in the New Testament, and you have to remember that. So you will note that the commandments are all in a negative form. Thou shalt not. And when you shift that into the thought process that Jesus gave us, with the accent on love, it changes completely. And so what I did is I took the Ten Commandments and put them into a positive format. And this format is also on the website if you care to click on it and copy it for yourself. But the point I want to make is this. In the Old Testament, where the patriarchal model is so strong, the accent is on authority and sin and guilt and punishment. And that's what we got rid of in the New Testament. And in the New Testament, Jesus says there's only one law, and that's love. Now, in the Second Vatican Council 60 years ago, they restated that, and the entire set of documents really comes down to only love and conscience. That's it. So you will note that in this set of commandments, the approach is fear. It's law, sin, guilt, authority, and punishment. So what's the opposite of fear? Love. In the first book that I wrote on successful living, I had Jerry Jampolsky do the preface, and he wrote the book. Love is letting go of fear. And that is something that I think at this particular point in time we have to look at that. When anybody is projecting fear, you know that's not what the teaching of Jesus is all about. It's all about the loving process. So, for example, in the first commandment it says that thou shalt not have false gods before me. Well, if you put that into a positive format, it says we honor divine love and put nothing in its place. Second commandment, thou shalt not make idols. So the positive side is, we hold divine, cosmic, unconditional love energy as our only priority. The third commandment, you shall not take the name of the Lord of God in vain. We show reverence and honor to divine love by always speaking in a loving way. The fourth commandment. Remember that the Sabbath day is a holy day. And the positive side of that is, we renew our belief in divine love with others on a regular basis. Now, I don't want to go through all of these because we really don't have the time. But what I would like to do is to suggest that you copy out this form and And spend some time with it this week. And look at how your thought process is. Are you in a mindset that is generating fear, or are you in a mindset that is generating love? That's the whole point. Now, in our Franciscan tradition, our Franciscan spirituality is all about love, it's heart. And as you know, our Holy Father is right now in Iraq putting together the religions of Catholicism and Christianity together with the Muslim tradition. And it's all about dialogue. Because we all believe in the same God, we just have different means of expressing that love. And the astrologers and astronomers were telling us, we're moving into the age of Aquarius, where there is going to be massive growth in the human process. And Teilhard de Chardin said, we're getting to the point where we're going to start developing a whole new species of human beings that are deeply spiritual. And he calls that generation Homo Noeticus. My dear friends, this is really a wonderful time. Please take a little bit of time this week and look at the difference between these two expressions of the same reality, and then check how you're doing in this Lenten period, putting these into practice. I'd like to request also, if any of you would care to share the success of what your Lenten practice is, please get in touch with us. We would like to share those. And also remember, you are powerful spiritual beings, and your love can make a difference. Have a productive week, and God bless.